Today is round 2 of British Open Series round 3, and today we've come to a site called Langollen, just behind me, which is really quite an impressive site because it cuts away very steeply and it's quite a long top to bottom for the UK. They've set a task of 102 kilometres and today I'm hoping to give a few tips while I'm in the air on cross-country competition flying. Not that I'm an expert, but my tips do work. So the first tip is about making sure that you take off early. In the British Open Series there's no ordered launch, you can go where you want, when you want, and the earlier you take off the better. So as you can see, I have rigged right at the front, so nobody's going to get in my way and I can take off as soon as I possibly can. I'll be taking off fairly early and you'll see the benefits to that when I get in the air. The people who take off last, unless they're the experts, they're quite often the ones that get left behind. The other top tip for today that I learned yesterday, I knew before anyway, but I didn't apply it, was making sure that you have your instruments fully programmed and understand them. So today I've programmed both my instruments, I understand the task, and I've double checked and triple checked that I've got the task properly programmed into my instruments, and today I will actually believe my instruments. Hey. Right, let's get a bit closer. Okay, John, release.
Right.
So, I was one of the first gliders in the air there. Advantage to that is the area is less crowded and it gives you the chance to get on top of the stack, watch other people as they get the thermals and go over to their thermals above them. So getting in the air early is a really good tactic on a competition. That's why people do, when there's an early bird, that's why people do early bird launches, unordered launches, and that's why on launches where you see there is not an ordered launch, you see the best pilots a lot of the time are the first ones off. Right, seems to be in a thermal now, here we go. So as you can see now, there's not many pilots in the sky. There's somebody below me doing left-hand 360s when we should be doing right-hand. There's not many in the sky, there's still lots on launch. And I'm in a nice good position, nice and high up. So I can watch out for people below me who are circling and come in on top of their thermals. So that's why it's good to take off early. And also because you get more time in the air to enjoy this fantastic sport. Not that I'm having a good time, I'm just having a fantastic time. That's Dave Matthews. Hello, Dave Matthews. So another thing to look for landing is a field that's big enough for your landing skills. And they all look a lot smaller from higher up. So if it looks big from high up, it's really big. You want to make sure that it has not got any power lines in it. Power lines are easy to spot. You look for a line of poles. If there's a line of poles going through your field, then that is power lines. You can land in a field with power lines, but you need to know that where the wind's coming from and work out your landing approach in relation to them, and make sure you've got enough field left to be able to land him. So, landing a field with power lines at your peril, just be cautious about it. It is possible. It's usually a last resort. If there's better fields around, use a better field. So I just had a low save from just a couple of 100 feet. There was a rigid wind and another flex wing with me. I think that they went down, I'm not sure. My low save was, I was on a little bit of a hill, thought I could soar it and it didn't work. And the two other gliders had the same problem. We all started going down. And I headed off to the side where there was a tractor harvesting the hay. And that created a really rough little thermal that eventually got me up. So, top tip for cross country, tractors work. Woohoo! There's another guy coming up with me now, just underneath me. I think he's had a low save too, but from somewhere else. So we're going up together, which will put us in a good position to then glide together. That means we're more likely to find the next thermal. Woohoo! So far, this flight is difficult because I keep getting low, but it is so cool. This is the coolest sport in the world. Yeehaw! I didn't get to goal unfortunately, but I got around about halfway. I've landed at turn point 2, which is 56 kilometres into the task, so I could have done better, but I did my best on what turned out to be quite a difficult day for me. I hope you enjoyed my tips, especially in terms of the finding somewhere to land when you're doing a cross country. I'll do more on that later. I actually followed my own tips in the end and I landed in a little private airfield. Saw the windsock, saw the private airfield, and I landed down the length of the runway. I did an absolutely perfect landing. Unfortunately though, I was concentrating so much to try and stay up that I forgot to switch the camera on, so I'm sorry for not catching that on camera, but rest assured it was a perfect landing right on the runway. Really pleased with that. Tried to get lift off that hill up there and there was a cloud above it. You'd think it would work, but it didn't. I ended up down here and I'm going to pack up now, so that's the end of task 2. Really good day, absolutely great fun getting low saves, had a top time and flew with some other pilots, so it was just great fun going around in circles together. I loved it. See you tomorrow.